Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make tortilla soup. It's going to be comfortable for my home, and then you guys are going to hear me talk about how authentic it is, okay? There's only one ingredient missing from keeping it authentic, but I'm going to show you guys that even with a few items you can make a delicious tortilla soup. So let's get started. Okay friends, if you see when you boil your whole chicken and you boil it for like about an hour and a half, which I have done to this one, it just falls apart. And that's kind of what we want to do. Not kind of, that's what I like to do for the tortilla soup. And it also allows the bones to break down. And when those bones break down, your broth just comes out even better, okay? So I'm going to let this cool, and then I'm going to desmenuzar. How do you say that in English?
Shred?
Shred? It just doesn't have the same effect.
I agree.
Vamos a desmenuzar. Okay? So after you let this cool for a little bit, we're going to shred the chicken and keep it here to the side. So it's going to take me a little bit, and then I'll show you guys how to get started with our receta, our recipe. Okay friends, let me go over the chili that I'm using for today's tortilla soup. I switch it up often depending on my ingredients and what I have access to, and you guys know I haven't been wanting to go to the grocery store, so I'm making it comfortable for my home right now. So I'm going to be using the Ancho chile. You can use the California, Guajillo, whatever chili you feel comfortable using for this particular recipe, and that's how you make it your own, okay? So you guys are gonna laugh and be like, Steph, no you didn't. Yes, I did. I'm out of tomatoes. Yeah, my house is out of tomatoes. But I did have a huge little thing of cherry tomatoes. So I'm gonna be making the one today with cherry tomatoes. At home, you can get your tomatoes from your garden, Roma tomatoes, whatever tomato that you have access to should work for this recipe, okay?
Whatever's on sale.
Whatever's on sale. You know what? Our sales rack, it's like $1 for a huge bag of tomatoes that are going to be like spoiling in the next 4 days. Grab those, wash them, and use them.
Right away.
They're very juicy, even if you have to freeze them, can them, you know. I have my chopped onion, my 2 cloves of garlic in here, and we're going to blend. And I did save the juice from the chiles, because if I need a little bit more, I can always add that to the soup. Ready?
Yep.
I will not be straining today's chile sauce because I want it just how it is. The other thing you're going to find, depending on the chile and the tomatoes that you use, is the color you're going to get. So if you want more of that pungent, bright red color, use less chiles that I'm going to give you guys in the description area. But then it's also going to depend, excuse me, on the size of chiles that you have, because usually these are about that big. So these were a little bit small, so I had to use about 6 of these. But on your end, if you get the bigger ones, you're only gonna need like 2 or 3, okay?
I need to let your girl out. She's scratching.
She's ready? All right, Lucy, go do your thing, girl. Ooh, Cloud, can you open this one for me? My hands are a little slippery. Clout. Okay, and I have 3 cups of the chicken broth. The only thing I did different this time with our chicken broth is that I boiled it for an hour and a half. Hold on, guys. My doggies are going wild. Ya se calmaron. Estas niñas. It's because we're having grasshopper season here in the desert, apparently, and there's a few in my yard, and they want to go to town on them.
That's really gross.
They want a snack, but... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour in my chicken broth. Ooh. And you'll find that the longer you boil your chicken, the softer and fall apart it is. And for this particular recipe, I always cook it an hour and a half or 2 on a medium until it boils, and then I put it on a medium low. Okay, kind of like my own crock pot version, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to bring my chicken broth to a boil and check my oil. Okay, so you want to pick a wooden chopstick, a wooden spoon, nothing that's coated with plastic, nothing like that, no metal. If it's wood, dip it in, and if it boils around and bubbles, you're ready to fry. So I'm going to get started on frying my tortillas. These are my good store flour tortillas. My bad. Let me correct this.
I was giving you the...
My blue corn tortillas from our local Mexican store. They make them fresh. I'm going to be using some of those, and then I'm still going through the bag of guerreros for you guys. And
never again.
I mean, I'm not saying never again. I mean, they're pliable. They work. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop those in.
Ooh, I love that sound.
Me too, honey. Honey, 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 honey.
Aww.
Where's that from, guys?
Sugar.
No, Mika.
No, but I fixed
Winnie
it.
the Pooh.
I know I fixed it.
Why? Because you wanted sugar with that, honey? Mm-hmm. Mírala, mírala.
I've been doing so good. Yesterday I just had a little bit of chocolate, but it didn't feel the same because I've been detoxing from all the sugar and the chocolate and all the desserts.
I think that it turns, once you've detoxed and you've lost your weight and you've worked hard for it, if you're going to eat something sweet, it has to be more than just a little piece of candy.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be a very, like, delicate thing, like chocolate pie.
I'm into frozen raspberries right now. Oh, you're going to make chocolate pie? What?
Yes, honey, of course. Okay, so can they see over here, Cole?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour my sauce into that chicken broth, okay? Some of that chile juice. You know, I wanted to do a road trip, but it's just so hot. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not right now.
I mean, I don't want to leave the house. I don't even want to wear clothes right now. It's so hot.
Seriously, like, I was going to curl my hair, and I'm like, no way, not today. Forget it. Okay, friends, so when I boiled the chicken, I added enough salt to keep it salty and let those flavors come through. On your end, make sure that you salt your chicken broth enough so that when you transfer it here, you don't have to do much. Okay, friends, to this broth, I like cumin. It's gonna be up to you guys if you want to add this, but for me, I love cumin. Okay, you guys already know this. So I'm gonna be adding a little bit of cumin, and don't get startled. All your ingredients and measurements are gonna be in the description area. And if you don't know how to get there, just ask us. We'll lead you. We'll take you there. If you don't have fresh chicken broth, you can buy your canned chicken broth. It's going to definitely change the flavor. Sometimes they sell those cartons of chicken broth. Those work well too. And then if you really don't have time, get yourself a rotisserie chicken, a can of chicken broth, and go that route. Because I know some of you ladies don't have the time always.
And gentlemen.
And gentlemen. Sorry. It's just because I don't see the gentlemen or my ladies telling me that their men cooked a meal for them. Give them the recipe, ladies. When you don't feel like cooking, be like, babe, can you make this? Mm-hmm. Right.
Or making it for your partner, because we do know that we have a lovely young man from Austin, Texas, making traditional food for his boyfriend. Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't say if it was his boyfriend or his fiance or his husband. I don't know. I'm just assuming it's
Yes.
Making the recipes, and that's really nice to see that you're feeding souls and trying to get people grounded back with their roots. I love it.
I really like that too. You know, I think that's why I learned how to cook Korean food, and I boss Korean food, I think, for the most part, because you always want to have the people that you love feel comfortable in their home, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You never want anybody to crave anything. That's how I am.
Or feel left out a little bit.
Yeah. So that's why when you guys ask me for recipes and you tell me your grandma or so-and-so used to make it for you, you got to give me a little bit more details, because I want to make it exactly how you remember. Yeah. And since I'm always changing my recipes, they're never exactly the same. It gets boring. And I, like, when you guys tell me something, the next time I do it, I try it. And yeah, we go from there and we learn from each other. You guys are going to say, is that easy? Yes, that easy. Okay, so as I was saying, when you boil your chicken for a very long time, you see that, sis?
Yeah.
It gets really, really soft, and that's why I like it for these type of soups for the kids, because you know I'm always for the babies. On your end, if you don't like it that soft, you don't have to boil it for that long, but for me, for flavor of the broth and the chicken, yes, I do like it. Also, for those of you that are using canned or a different kind of chicken broth, you guys already know the tip that I give you guys. You can use whatever bouillon you like to enhance the flavor for yourself, but for me, I like to keep this tortilla soup pretty simple. And you can add as much chicken as you want. I have a whole bag of chicken, so I'll go through this, and if I need to add more, I'll add it to this pot.
I have a friend that was doing her survival kit or whatever, and she put she bought chicken in a can, like a full chicken in a can.
Like, what do you mean a full chicken in a can?
You know, like how you do.
Like a tuna can, or is it a different kind?
It's a can about this big, and a full chicken is in there, like a rotisserie sized chicken, and it has its juice.
I gotta see this because you're stressing me out.
Okay, I'm gonna buy you one and see what you can make with it.
Okay, I'm up for the challenges.
Girl, in case
you guys do need to add your chilorio to your survival kits, guys, or your camping, your stuff like that.
Come here.
Those things really work out.
What is up with your girl? They want you to let them in and out.
It's because they're drinking a lot of water. There's grasshoppers and they're animals. What can I say?
Yo pensé que eran tus hijas. Did you hear that, girls? You're animals.
They are my animal daughters. Okay, so to this, these little chips, I fried them in canola oil. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt on the top. Or you want to do that for me, Cloud? Yep. Okay. So I'm going to continue boiling my broth here for about 10 to 15 minutes, and it looks like I need to add a little bit more chicken. So just give me a few moments, guys. Hold on, I'm munching.
Girl, that hot pot you made me, whoo!
That was good, right?
Mm-hmm. Delicious.
Oh, it's a Szechuan shrimp.
Okay.
Okay, friends, I got a little bit more of my chicken. You guys know there's a little bit of pepper because when you store in your refrigerator, it prevents that stench from coming through the chicken. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of that. Just like that. And you should be good with about 1 to 2 chicken breasts. Depends on how much your family likes chicken in their soup. Another way you can get your kids, if they're opposed to eating what you make them, if you add a little bit of potatoes in here, they'll like that. You can add zucchinis, but if you add the carrots, you're gonna be pushing it too much. One of the things you guys are gonna notice that I haven't added to this recipe is epazote. And I haven't really needed epazote, so I didn't get any, but that doesn't mean that you can't have tortilla soup. It's just slightly different, okay? So it might not be as authentic as you guys probably remember, but if you guys have epazote, you can go ahead and boil it here with this part and then take it out at the end. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to boil this for another 10 minutes, and then I'll show you guys how I serve it. Okay, friends, this is completely optional, but for you guys already know I'm the cilantro queen. I add cilantro to pretty much everything, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and scatter some cilantro in here just for flavor, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this soup off. We're ready to serve. So in just 1 second, I'm gonna be serving for you guys. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
We'll see you guys in a little bit.
I'll see you in a little bit when I'm serving. Okay, so now I'm just gonna serve myself some sopita. And if you like your chicken in bigger cubes, go for it. Just chop it in cubes, whatever you're comfortable with, and your family. You know, that's why I say make it comfortable for your home. You guys already know that when you see a little bit of that chili on the side like that, that there is a lot of flavor in this particular dish, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and add my tortillas, and you guys, I know you love me, but I really love a lot of these, and to be honest, when my babies have this, they like a lot of chips just like every other kid out there. So make sure you give the kids a lot of chips. For those of us that like avocado, go ahead and put your avocado. I'll put that on my side. And I like a lot of avocado. You don't have to have avocado to have this, but it definitely makes it even more enjoyable. And this is making it comfortable for my home. I like it with a little bit of the cotija. So it's gonna be up to you guys if you wanna add cotija. And just because it's a very mild cheese to have. So Cloud, I'm gonna have you taste this. I don't want you to feel like I'm only giving you my sloppy seconds. But they're the most delicious seconds you'll have.
Girl, I ate all day long. He went in here.
Yes, but I want you to have the first bite of this.
I already did have the first bite. I'm gonna have a second bite?
Well, on camera, I want you to have the first bite of all this deliciousness, okay?
Okay.
I want you to feel taken care of.
I always do.
All right, careful because it's really hot.
Ay, casi me mato. A ver, a ver, a ver. Mmm.
You like that?
This is the first time I go with avocado, and I regret never adding that in there.
Really? You like it with avocado?
Mm-hmm. I really do.
All right, Cloud votes for avocado.
Yeah, it's so good. It adds like an extra layer of creaminess without having to put like cream or anything else in here.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
All right, friends, that's how I make my family's tortilla soup. Make sure you look in the description for extra tips and suggestions for you. I want to thank you guys so much for showing up, all your lovely comments. And if you're new to the channel, you like the way we give recipes, make sure you let us know in the comments and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!